be an Edomite, man. Anybody that's educated don't be chilling and talking how they normally talk, man. All right?
Verse 13, it says, wherefore doth the wicked contemn the Most High? He hath said in his heart, thou wilt not require it.
Yeah, they think the wicked, which is a so-called white man, because reason why we say he's a so-called white man, because you got three parts of man. You got the sons of the Most High, with sons of man, you got sons of the wicked. The sons of the Most High are the Israelites, the sons of man is the heathen, and the sons of the wicked are Edomites, man. That's the three parts of man that exist. And you can see throughout the world in historical proof who's been the sons of the wicked, man. All right? Who created the nuclear missile, man? That's a mass amount of unnecessary destruction, man. You know? Like I said, GMO foods. You know? You can't walk around Earth with freedom. They'll tell you it's freedom, but then they create laws. You can't say retarded. You can't say faggot. You can't say, you know, that medical relief that everybody's getting via through that injection. I can't even say that via through YouTube because they'll shut it down. But this is the land of the free. No, it's not. They're lying to you. The only thing you're free from is serving the Most High, man. You can eat what you want. You can marry who you want. You can act how you want, as long as you're not breaking their laws. You're not free from making choices. You're free from the confinements of the laws of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, which proves why this place needs to be destroyed and those who establish this place needs to be destroyed. And anybody that support I would say support, not support it, because you may repent and come up out of it, pursuant to Hosea chapter 2 verse 10. All right, but if you're in support, like the scripture said, those who are in league with thee shall be thrust through. You know, because ultimately the Lord's going to destroy Babylon through thermonuclear missiles. Let's get that. It said he had made a pit and digged it, and he fall into the pit himself. All right. Esau's going to go down by the same thing that he used to control the whole world. He's fighting to get access and control over everybody, but then the Lord's going to give that access to us. The same people who's trying to destroy it and then get it, he's going to use them to destroy it and then get it in the right way, man.
Psalm 7 and 15. He made a pit and digged it, and it's fallen into the ditch which he made.
Yeah, mainly the thermonuclear missiles, democracy. You got people coming up, you know what I'm saying? I forget the last thing they try to do with the school system or something. They try to take out a holiday or something. No, it was a holiday, they try to rename it. You know what I'm saying? And say, you know, something about it has man in it or a male's name. So they wanted to take it out of the school system, man. And the Edomites is losing their minds. Like, man, y'all trying to be all woke and shit. Like, fuck that, I'm taking my kid out to school. And the beautiful thing is you see how Edomites know how to get results. They'll sit there and tell you, yeah, if you want to, you know, you don't have to be violent, you can just peacefully protest. Peacefully protest. Yeah, you got to be up here yelling. Y'all just, and it's always a circle of hate. Circle of hate. But when Esau get mad, they go straight to them legislators, go fucking charge the Capitol. They know what to do to get results, man. They created this place. Think about it. These people created the laws within this land. Don't you know that they know why it was built and why, you know, freedom of speech is built? It wasn't built to sit there and I feel offended. I feel it was built so the government don't bully you into making being so-called communists, man. Because they trick the citizens into being communists. You know, to say you're offended and we'll change the law. Everybody, that just consensus gentile. You know what I'm saying? If everybody go with it, then it's true. You know? And he does that to the whole planet Earth, man. With that you know, that medical relief, man. And if you don't take it, then you're an enemy. Like I thought this was gonna make you clean. But here it is. It's been like 3 people that got it, and then they still get the sickness, man. You know, like I'll be mad. Like, fuck? I done alter my DNA for this? You know? Half you don't even know what it does, man. As I just randomly said, it alters your DNA, man. They call us conspiracy theorists and all that, man. Like he's gonna tell you, yeah, it alters your DNA, but it don't make it that bad. They're not gonna say that. They're not gonna tell you that they splicing babies' fetuses from the nigger woman's aborted babies. All right? Yeah, yes, I'm exaggerating it, but specifically they use aborted fetuses and stem cells to use the medical relief to coagulate with animal proteins, because it's not going to stick. It's like having two sheets of metal and trying to get them to stick together. They're not, unless you have some type of magnetized device, and that stem cell is that magnetized device, man. All right? And look at a lizard, tail get cut off, like, whoa, like that Spider-Man shit. You know, if I can get that in my body, that means my arms and limbs will grow back. That's how you got the lizard thing. Esau, there's truth in the cartoons. They thought that. They said, man, we're gonna make a superhero out of this guy, a supervillain. You know what I'm saying? But in all reality, they've been thinking about that Spider-Man concept. Because that's where it all stemmed from them so-called trying to help the world. Nobody gets sick and nobody do this. Instead of simply praying to the Most High, man. The Most High is not in their thoughts, neither is He in their ways. Can we get that? The Most High is not in their thoughts, man. They'll sit there and say, man, everybody's getting sick, man. We need to get the world together and pray and fast real quick. It's never been a solution, man. They went straight to the labs.
Hey, and then you got these simple jakes. They believe in this science more than they believe in the Most High. Now, I had an elder Jake specifically tell me that you got some good scientists in the world, but you're not giving no credit to the Most High. You know?
Yeah, He created the smith that blew up the coals in the fire.
I created this.
You know? And then when you say God, then you act like He got an adversary. Like y'all don't respect Him at all, man. You don't have no fear. As soon as you like to claim God, this nigga got an arch enemy that nobody can stop.
I'm with the Revolutionary Action Party, and I just saw kind of what you guys were talking about. I was wondering if I could leave this flyer for an event that we have coming up on Saturday. It's for a Caribbean American Heritage event. I just thought maybe you guys might want to check that out.
Okay.
That's this Saturday from 5 to 7:30.
Okay.
All right. Thank you guys so much.
All right, thank you.
Psalms 10 and 4. The wicked through pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High.
Yeah, the wicked through pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High.
What's that devil going on?
No, she's a Jake. She's just light skinned. She's fair skinned. She's talking about the Northern Kingdom pretty much. She had a good spirit on her. Probably the zeal, but not according to knowledge. Right? She's had a zeal, but not according to knowledge. So, you know.
Says,
I take my kid there, you know.
Psalms 10 and 4. The wicked through pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not at all in his thoughts.
He's not at all in his thoughts, man. Esau ain't thinking of nothing. If it's good or bad, he don't praise the Most High for nothing, man. What he say when again, the nuclear missile, which is through the spirit keep coming up. He said, I've become the destroyer of worlds. I've become death. He didn't praise the Most High and none of that. And our people, it's leaking into our people too, man. You know, I knew our people were at an all-time low when Snoop Dogg got on stage and said, I like to thank me. You know what I'm saying? And he had that whole speech. I said, damn, our people, the Lord said He made man upright, but He sought out many inventions, man. All right? Many ideas and ways. And our people look at Esau, because they're ruling, and say, well, that must be a ruling class mentality to be like that, man. All right? Yes, sir.
How come y'all don't have a speaker and a mic?
If they want to listen, they'll step up. It's nothing bad about it.
You guys just don't have a speaker and a mic?
Nah, we could get one. I just never had the spirit to do that. Huh? Might have to consider it. Might have to consider it.
Just a suggestion myself.
Well, you got to consider it. Let's get that Ezekiel 25. I'm gonna
Ezekiel 25, verse 12, it says, "Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh."
No, we gotta get that Revelation 18. Did you ever get that? No. We're gonna get that. Finish that. We're gonna get this Revelation 18 because we're talking about pretty much all the wickedness that Esau's done. Now, I want to say this as a sidebar. All right, Esau's doing all this wickedness on planet Earth. All right, we're at a low state. Does that mean that we stay at that low state and that low mentality and just blame everything on Esau? No. He's gonna be the devil. So we have to overcome all these adversities that the devil and whether he jump on our people or whether he jump on his offspring. All right, we have to overcome. That's what the scriptures say. He that overcometh, man. All right. So just because this place is morally sick, that don't mean you be morally sick. Yeah, Esau showed this, the fake smile and do that. Yeah, we can point all that out. But what do we do after that, man? All right, a real soldier, a real warrior will fight through all that. The world is bad, that don't mean I gotta be bad. All right? These people steal, rob, and murder, and don't give nothing to nobody. That don't mean we gotta be like that. You know why? Because we are a peculiar people, and we are the standard of human beings. All right? And sometimes this oppression makes you feel like you gotta fight with them. But a pig, if you get like this, the old saying goes, if you wrestle with a pig, he's pretty much gonna enjoy it because y'all both rolling around in the mud, man. You know? So we don't have to get like them or be like them. You alright? You alright, brother?
This is Revelations 18, verse 6. I'm gonna go to 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven.
Yeah, Esau's sins have reached unto heaven. Okay, that's the crucifying the Lord. That's blasphemous. So anybody that say Esau can make it, he cannot. All right, because I want to do a lesson on that, man. Because people think, he's a nice Edomite, or he's a nice Edomite, and they be like, well, maybe he can. No, you judging off the person you see in front of you. That's why the Lord told Ezra, do you think you love the creature more than I? The Lord's getting rid of the so-called white man for the betterment of the earth. Everybody inhabited. You thinking about your little funky tail, man. Well, he never offended me, but what about all these people in this country? All these people in that country? What about the nation of Israel? All right? That's very selfish to say, oh, they haven't offended me, so I'm not offended. If you offend the Lord, I'm offended. Okay? That's how you should be. People don't consider what's offensive to the Lord, man, because they think about themselves, man.
Revelations 18 and 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works.
Yeah, y'all remember slavery. Esau remembers slavery. That's why they're trying to get rid of it out of the history books. All right? But then when you start getting rid of Thomas Edison and Thomas Jefferson, and then Albert Pikes, all these people that did a lot of atrocities to our people, and they start tearing down the statues, they said, no, wait, you can't do that. That's a part of our history. And yeah, Thomas Jefferson, he did a great thing. He cleared the country from a central bank. But this dude went on a rampage against the Northern Kingdom, which are the Native Americans, man. He tried to wipe them out, man. All right? Been through the Florida and all that, man. And all the rest of these presidents. But let you start messing with their history. Esau gonna lose their marbles, man. Whether it's good or bad. They got Columbus Day. Our people are finally waking up, but they're not gonna take that holiday away, man. That dude ain't do nothing but kill the bulk of our people, man. He said one day he put down his sword, man. He held back his sword from blood. Not one day. You know, Jake, these are the 2/3 of our people, the wicked ones. They be looking for people to shoot, but barely can find them in a day. These niggas ride around trying to shoot something. And Esau, he said, I couldn't even put my sword down one day. Couldn't hold it back from blood one day, man. So the worst of our people can't even reach any level of potential that Christopher Columbus met, man. You know? Or that the other guy that I forget the dude's name, man. Dude had he killed like 5 million people, man. The dude that was over there in Australia, man, killing those Aborigines, man. He killed like millions of them, and then the other people, they'll either maim or maul. If you couldn't work, they'll chop your child's hand off. But then act like those fake Jews deserve all these reparations for the Holocaust. No, that was just pretty much a redirection of money, man. A sneaky way to circumvent resources to them people, man. Because some people are actually the ones that's ruling all the rest of all the Edomites, man. Those Rothschilds, those DuPonts, those Yetis, the ones that own the central bank, they're the ones that's calling the shots all across the world, man. All right? You know, Biden, you know, whoever's the minister or czar or whoever, if you got democracy over you or you're an Edomite nation, you being ruled by them bankers, man. All right? That's why they did that to Saddam Hussein, man. That dude was helping the people, man. Free schooling, free housing. Like the people will tell you, damn, we was good. They went in there and got rid of that man because he was trying to change, he was trying to get away from the American dollar, man. Yep, Gaddafi, Russia and China. Every time China busts a move, hey, Iran's trying to get that enriched uranium. You know, and they keep telling them, no, you can't get no enriched uranium. You're going too high. You do that, we're gonna put sanctions on you. And anybody that does any reading know when you put sanctions on somebody, that's an act of war. All right? You're pretty much going outside their city and circling their city, and if anybody try to go out and get some milk, you punch them in the face and run them back into the city. You're pretty much starving them out, man. Because if you go heads up, you might lose. So they can't sit there and say, Iran, let's go to war. Russia's gonna be like, oh no, you messing with my interests. China's gonna be like, oh no, you messing with my interests. Oh, over here. So they're gonna say, all right, we're gonna cut your resources. All right? Because when they cut them resources, man, Iran with that petroleum, man, they was getting money, man. Big money. You know?
And then that's why they cut off the Strait of Hormuz. So that if you went through there, or if you had resources that were supposed to go through there, you couldn't. So you want to mess with me, I can mess with you.
Yeah, that Strait of Hormuz, that's why they keep messing with it, because you can't trade via through vessel of ship unless you go through that strait. And then they try to get those neighboring cities, Turkey. That's why Russia and Babylon or America's fighting so hard around Crimea. They're trying to catch people in the middle. You know, that bridge over there to get to Council Bluffs, that's like Esau taking control of that bridge. And saying, look, this is my bridge. If you don't want to stop making these products, you can't cross my bridge. But yet that product is making you independent. They have a very slick way of controlling the world, man. And people don't know that. They ain't gonna sit there and say, if you don't stop getting powerful, I'm gonna shoot you. They're not gonna tell you and say it like that. It's the devil, for Christ's sake. You know? It's the devil. Like, why would he come to you straight and say anything wicked? He wouldn't be the devil at that point. You know what I'm saying? He gotta come to you cunning. He gotta make you believe in it. What the scripture say again? Satan searcheth after your souls. He wants your desires. So he tricked your desires. He tell you flat screens, mimosas, margaritas, high fructose. You know, that's heaven on earth. A desk job, that's heaven on earth instead of working hard, man. Yeah, now you feel like heaven, but now you got high cholesterol, high blood pressure. Your knee hurt, your back hurt from all this concrete. Look how fast you can travel with these cars. Now you can't breathe clean air. They were saying how clear the air was when they did the lockdown in New York. They said, man, you can actually breathe, man. The air in New York is thick. You know, from all that traffic and all that carbon monoxide being pumped in the air, man. Our elder was talking about how, look at the trees, man. The trees growing halfway. Midsummer, he half butt naked, man. Trees all over, missing branches and they're struggling to grow, man. All right, and it just rained, man. Why is that tree looking like that after it just rained? What is stopping it from growing like that? The nutrients in the earth, man. And he's draining every bit of it, man. Go ahead.
Out there in Los Angeles, it's covered in smog. You can't really see. It's a thick air, like the brother was saying. And last year, during the lockdown, when people weren't able to drive and there was no traffic, suddenly it all cleared up, and you can see the whole city from the Hollywood Hills. Why is that? Because, like the brother's saying, the pollution of the earth.
Yeah, and then you got animals, man. You know, they're talking about, hey, after that lockdown, they say they seen a badger that they thought was extinct for 10 years, man. I feel like a giant badger. He just popped his head up off the. It's people, but it's not people. It's the wicked people, man. When you just shoot a lion and just pose next to it, you know what I'm saying? Like, these people have no regard for life. They're a bunch of leeches. All they do is consume and drain every particle of life out of everything. They won't go to Mars. You know what I'm saying? And then drain the they got some resources. That's you was a menace to society, for real. How the hell you drain a planet and then try to go to another planet? How the hell do you take all the shrimp and lobster and crabs out of the ocean and then say, you know what? It's either we stop eating crabs and all these seafood that clean up the sea. The Lord said don't eat them, so we could do that, or we can shoot the sun. That's the mind frame of these people. But yet our people trusting these people. You know, they can get up here and put on a suit and say anything that fly out their tail parts, and our people believe it, man. But we gotta sit here and study and get the facts and get the actual statistics and go. We can just tell you that the Lord's dark skinned and you should believe it, because that's the only sense it makes historically. But they just came over here and said the Lord's white. I said, no, you know what, you're right. Now people hold on that to this day, and we gotta prove tooth and nail that the Israelites are dark skinned because of what a simple lie that Esau said. Alright?
Second Ezra 4:29.
Have y'all looked across the street and seen that flag?
Yeah, as soon as they put it up. That wicked, they be doing all kind of stuff to try to relocate and move this or put demons out.
How old are you? How old are you?
I'm in my 30s.
I'm 72.
Yes, sir.
This corner here, this is Black Folks Central, man. You look across the street and see them white folks, you'd never see that when I was coming up. This was ours. They took ours, and now look what you see. And then hoist the faggot flag over there. They took everything from us, man. Everything that we had. This used to be a vibrant business. Businesses on both sides of the street. They took everything from us, man.
I remember there used to be a hairstylist place over there. My mom used to.
Tully's was over there, man. The M&M, the Offbeat, Showcase, all through here. Business, the lawyers' offices, everything. They just took everything that we had and then hoisted the fucking faggot flag over there, man. Now look what you see. They over there decorating and doing their little thing. Who knows what the hell they doing in them buildings over there? Yeah. Who knows? And now you got the police. I done sat here, maybe I've been here half hour. The police have passed by you now. This is the third time.
Oh yeah.
They're watching you.
Oh yeah.
For sure, man.
Yeah,
There's a speaker out here, man, and cry loud. Spare not. Lift up that voices like a trumpet out here, man, and let these people know. Truly, man, if I have to, man, I'll bring the speaker down here and bring you a mic, man, so you can tell, speak, man, loud, boldly, man.
That's right.
Don't let me get started. I'm sorry.
It's all good. Hey, the Spirit speaks expressively, you know? Spirit speaks
They took everything from us, man. Every damn thing. And then
Deuteronomy 20:28, man. You know?
Yeah, after the riots, I know you was here, you know what I'm saying, for the riots back in the day, was it in the 70s?
I wasn't here. I was in California.
Okay.
I've just only been back about 4 years now.
Okay.
I've been gone for 47 years now. When I got back, I was shocked to death. I couldn't believe it. There's a white boy sitting over there on the... You would never have seen that when I was coming up, man. He's sitting at the bus stop over there reading a book. You would never have seen that. And now they done hoisted the faggot flag on our corner.
And they're bringing their spirits in. Then once Jake started...
They done took it over.
Jake started wanting to play their music and get into their culture. They're going to call police on you, saying you're disturbing the peace, whatever, you know. And they pretty much move us out financially, you know. They buy out everything because Warren Buffett's daughter is doing this, all this right here, you know.
Warren Buffett is doing all this?
Yep, Warren Buffett's daughter in particular. She's the one that's buying all these spots. She's pretty much picking, like Time Out Chicken. She pretty much bought that. I don't know if they sold it back or what.
No, the family took it back over.
Oh, they took family, yeah. So she pretty much, she was buying that. She bought this area right here. That's why it's under construction. She pretty much bought all the way from like Cummings, all the way up to here.
Look at this, man.
That's why they changed it.
This is Habakkuk, Haggai 1:6. Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes.
Yep, and that's what we're going through. You know? So yeah, we got overcome, but we gotta realize there's no top to this, man. You know, and that's why scripture said be as pilgrims. The most important thing we could do as Israelites right now is go to the Most High, man. Because no matter what avenue, I don't care what education, you could become a doctor or whatever, man. Them people could strip all that from you in 1 minute. Because you got to go to Him, the one of all things, man. The only thing that He has no control over is our spirits and our beliefs. And He's trying His damnness to take that away and control that, man. Be it through laws and legislation. But they don't do no legislation to get everything right. Like all these atrocities that happen to Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and Jake been trying to fight from within and get legislation. And the Chinese got one in like 1 year, man. All this has been happening to Jake with these police killing people. Not one legislative act yet. But the Chinese automatically got one in 1 year. All right? And our people been marching and doing it. It don't work. They don't want us with nothing, man.
Micah chapter 2 verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
Yup, they hold them councils, man. You know what I'm saying? The particular councils, and they trying to trick everybody in the G7. And it was a beautiful, I like Putin, man. You know what I'm saying? Because prophetically, Russia's going to be a part of taking down America, whether people believe it or not. Putin say, look, I don't agree with you. They'll say like it's respectable. Like if you watch CNN, they try to act like Putin's hard-headed. He don't care about nothing, but he doesn't want nothing but evil. But then when you go to the Middle Eastern, like Rion and BBC and you know Al Jazeera ain't really talking about it. You know what I'm saying? But RT and mainly Rion, which is an Asian-based news circuit, they're talking about how Putin pretty much was like, bro, I respectfully disagree. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, y'all want to be, we ain't doing no homosexuality here. If y'all want to be homosexual, just go to America. Because we ain't doing that here. Then America act like they're just so evil and wrong. By having a standard, by having their own opinion, ain't it your opinion to be faggots and all that? What if somebody don't want to be a faggot? Now they're evil? the wickedness of Esau, man. You know, like you don't have a right to disagree, but then when it's their turn, they got the right to disagree. Not only that they challenge you. You know? Again, it goes back to that persistence, gentleness. Basically, if we all believe it, that it's right, then everybody got to believe that it's right. You know? And it's a fact that it's right. Everybody believes it. Nah, man. They trick everybody into believing it, and then they enact it. Just the same as this medical relief that everybody's getting. They trick everybody into believing that's just the right way to do it. Not people dying, you know. They don't want you. Now they don't want to let you know if you died from it or not. But beforehand, before they had that medical relief, all right, everybody that died had it. And they said pretty much, if you came to the hospital for anything, you pretty much said they said that you had it. It was like you was guilty until proven innocent. So if you died, you came in that hospital, you pretty much diagnosed with that sickness. They was telling everybody, oh yeah, he died from it. Now once the vaccines come out, they won't let you know, like DMX, we don't know what actually happened. That man took that and died from it. Hank Aaron and all these people, and especially our people on TV, I'm making a difference. And he dead now, man. Selling our people down the drain, man. Our people are renowned for that, man. For that Judas person to live a certain life. Let's get that in Maccabees chapter 2. Yeah, since we departed, we've suffered, you know? Gotta get up out of here. Our people don't like getting it out the mud, man. Alright? And we have to, man. We don't know no other way. But they just want, our people just want relief. But all you gotta do is just go to the Lord. Pray to the Most High, man. That's the relief that we need. He's waiting on us. He said that the kingdom is prepared. The kingdom is prepared. You know what I'm saying? He's waiting on us. That's what we're out here to do. We're not out here bashing people. We're out here to tell our people, pray, man. Go back to the Most High. Go back to His way. That's the only way we got out of here, man. Go ahead, brother.
This is 1 Maccabees chapter 1, verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. Yeah,
that's what they're saying, man. I can't go to the Fiji Islands unless I get this medical relief. You know what Slim Thug said to himself, man, y'all need to get it because I can't go outside, I can't do my shows. It's all superficial, it's all subjective. They care about themselves, they don't care about the future of mankind, man. But Esau does. You better not play, as I always say, you better not play with Elvis, man. You better not play with Rocky Marciano, you better not play with Larry Bird, man. You know? You better not play with Bill Gates, you better not play with Thomas Jefferson, you better not play with Christopher Columbus. I don't care how much evil they did, but they will not allow an asterisk next to their predecessor's name that's historical, man. Abraham Lincoln, you know, they try to eliminate any asterisk. You know, Elvis Presley was worse than Jack Johnson, man. You can't say worse. Jack Johnson was taking legal women. Elvis Presley married an underage woman, man. You know? I forget what dude, he adopted an Asian chick at like the age of whatever, waited till she got older and then married him, man. Like, what was he doing that whole time?
Man, licking his lips.
Shit, more than licking his lips.
Licking her.
Yeah, because she agreed to the marriage. It ain't like she was forced into it. Just came out, you know?
Says, so this device pleased them well.
Yeah, they please our people well. That's why I got my certificate. You become a teacher or you get anything, you think you somebody, man. Because you're a part of Esau's system now. That's one of Esau's main things. Have you been indoctrinated? Be it through the collegiate level. That's all they want to know. What school you go to, what job you got. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let's go back to Tulsa. They had a place in Virginia. You know, the brother was talking about, I forget who was talking about it. They were talking about, it was a bunch of more Tulsas that existed, man. And look what Esau did to him. Soon as they, you know, our people aren't stupid, man. There are a bunch of Tulsas existing all across Americas, man. And Esau ensured that we didn't level up. You know? Because one thing, that's a lesson I wanted to do, is that one thing Esau mind you doing good, just don't do better than him. You don't mind no LeBrons and Michael Jordans. You're doing his business. Not only, hey, go tell the people this. Go tell them that. Control opposition. Go Black Lives Matter everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Make them believe in you. And then when it's time, I'm going to tell you to say something. You know what I'm saying? And that one thing, hey, going back to the old man, Eleazar, man, they try to make Eleazar a controlled opposition. And he said no, because if I go off, the rest of the people are going to go off. That's called integrity, man. And a lot of you niggas, they don't have that, man. That's why we don't respect you, man. You're trying to tell us it's a better way. Ain't no better. It's the only way is to Yahweh Yahushua. Okay?
It says, then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen.
Yeah, they went to the king. They basically went to the president to become an American and to get a degree, or to get the okay, so to speak, to go off and to have our people go off.
Hey, man, those are in this day and age. These are our elders, our carnal elders. You know, I ain't gonna get you education, all that old foolishness, man. Giving us ordinance to give license to the heathen. Roughly, as it just said, it says, certain of them were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen. And is that not what our elders teach us? Go ahead, go get your bachelor's degree. Go ahead, get your education in this system. But look what is the school system done for these particular people? Nothing. Right?
You out here next Friday?
Yes, sir.
About this same time?
Yeah.
Every Friday? Y'all ever come out on Saturday? Not Friday, about much time, about 11 o'clock.
Sirach chapter 12 verse 16, it says, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit.
Man, that's the so-called white man's MO. He did that with the natives. He did that in the book of Maccabees. He came to them peaceably and then deceived them and then tried to overthrow them. Judas wasn't going for it. The Seminoles wasn't going for it. Okay? So you can try to do that. You can come with flattering words. But the real know what's in your heart.
Fine, hey, because when you go up, it says, though he go crouching. You know, Esau is a very cunning and deceitful individual. It says,
I'm about to say, as part of him being revealed, man, the Lord allowed us to understand breakdown of the Bible, so we know. You know, we know. It's like Neo in the Matrix. I forget which one it was. I think it was the third one. When he lost his sight, but he could still see in code. You know what I'm saying? He could see in code. That's how we are, man. And he could see Agent Smith. You know, he had a whole different look about him. And that's how we are through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We're able to locate based off the spirit, man. All right, who the wicked of the earth is. All right?
That I saw.
says he will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood.
You can't satisfy him. You know, the brother was talking about Christopher Columbus, how never one day he let his sword rest. Look at what he did by creating that nuclear weapon. How many people died during the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Not even military people. everyday civilians died. But then you can't satisfy this man.
Yeah. It's the second Ezra 4 and 29. It says, if therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good.
Right, so if the spirit of America is not turned upside down, and this place where the evil is sown here in America pass not away, is not destroyed, then cannot it come, which is the kingdom, which is sown with good. Because you can't have the ultimate righteousness on the planet and still have a wasteland of fuckery on the other side. There's no heaven and hell being equally yoked. Come on.
Yeah, they bragging, I got more than you.
But our people don't understand that. And our people, they love America. They want to bask in the ambiance. They want to have a hot girl summer, or just do them, or chase the bag. How about you chase the kingdom?
Proverbs 10:24. The fear of the wicked, it shall come upon him, but the desire of the righteous shall be granted.
We'll read that one more time.
It says, the fear of the wicked, it shall come upon him.
Right, the fear of the wicked is going to come upon him. Okay? He's going to eat the fruit of his labors. You reap wickedness, you're going to sow wickedness.
It says, but the desire of the righteous shall be granted.
Right, but the desire of the righteous is going to be granted. Okay? We want this place to be destroyed for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. We want to get out of here. We want salvation. We want to be in that land flowing with milk and honey, where rest is allowed. And that wish is going to be granted to the elected of Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
To all Israel, ultimately,
Yeah.
it's the elect being the first fruits, man.
Yeah.
Setting that foundation through the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man.
And then you can't count out, what is that, Sirach 25, and I believe like the 7th verse, where it says, he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. That's the desire of the righteous as well. You know, just add, not taking nothing from what the brother said, just adding on. You know? That's what I'm saying.
This is Matthews 24 and 21. It's good. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be.
Right, a time that never was before, and a time that won't happen again. That's the time that we're rapidly approaching. A time of violence, a time of death, a time of mourning. But ultimately, it's going to be a time of rejoicing because we're going to be saved from it.
And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
Right, because if the Lord doesn't come back to redeem us, then we will be destroyed. We will be caught up in the so-called New World Order, where they have an agenda to kill, what, 6 billion people? To eliminate them off the planet? So if they want to eliminate 6 billion people, and they have that red list, green list, blue list, who you think is going to get destroyed? We are. They have just enough. They'll have just enough so that they can, that 1% can be on top and they do what they want, and they have their little servants.
Yeah, because we've been speaking about the way that the so-called white man, the wicked, the devil of the scriptures, how he operates, man. And all he know is blood and death, man. All right? That's all that he know. Okay, so these days is going to be shortened, man. And that's why the time is speeding up. And that's why he's scrambling, trying to get his things together. You know, he's not going to fulfill his enterprise as it speaks about in Job, but he's going to get close to it, man. like the scriptures say, he's blinded by his wickedness. All right. So the little victories that he get keeps him going, man. All right.
Psalms 112 verse 10, the wicked shall see it and be grieved. He shall gnash with his teeth and melt away. The desire of the wicked shall perish. So that's the point. The desire of the wicked shall perish, like the brother mentioned. That NWO is this is Esau Edom's desire. To get the whole world with this implantable device is his desire. You know, to depopulate humanity by 500 million, that's his desire. Alright? But it says what? His desire shall perish. Because the Most High is going to, as the brother said, what is it saying, Isaiah 29, I believe, or Isaiah 24, it says that what? As once one dreameth, you know, and he's waking up, roughly paraphrasing, and he's not satisfied. So this is what's about to come upon Esau Edom, and this is the desire of the righteous that we see it go down. That's it.
That being said, we give all praise, honor, and glory to the Yahweh, by Hashem, give honor to the apostles, the elders, to your mess, salute and honor to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are during the truth, and sincerity, the women, the children, and confusion the faith to follow. Shalom.